Who's got it better than us? Nobody!
What's up, everybody? I'm JT Magnum, and welcome to NinerNews. Now, the game just ended just a few moments ago, and I have calmed myself down just a tiny bit enough to maybe make this video. But I'm going to get into it. First and foremost, let's talk about the game a little bit. The Niners jumped out to a 17-0 lead. Then led 20-7 after 3 quarters until the Bears scored 21 points and won the game 28-20. Now, the Bears played well. We get it. We understand that. But to me, the Niners played better. Now, Cap didn't play so well. Didn't have such a great game. He threw 3 picks. He had a fumble. I thought his decision-making was not that great. He threw some picks that he shouldn't have. Threw some balls that he should not have. And I thought the play calling for the Niners was just horrible. I think Greg Roman sometimes, they call him a genius, but sometimes I think that genius psychs his own self out, and he calls a lot of stupid plays. And the Niners sometimes forget that they're a running team, and they forget that they should, when you're up by a lot, you should run the ball in certain situations, but don't run it on 2nd and 12. I mean, when you're up by that much and teams are coming back, I mean, it's time to put the pedal to the metal. Basically, go for the jugular. Kill the team. Do something. If you got them on their heels, just score. Just keep scoring, because you know that. Why try to run the ball and try to run the clock out when you got an offense that can score so fast like the Bears? The Bears aren't that bad on offense. So, anyways, the play calling by Roman was just horrible. But I want to address something that is it's getting stupid. It's getting ridiculous now, and it's running rampant through the NFL, and I've seen it for the first 2 weeks already, and I'm already tired of it. And it's the calls, the penalties. 16 flags on the 49ers, 10 on the Bears. 16 flags on the 49ers for 116 yards. Some of them, some offensive holding calls that were bullcrap. The Anquan Bolden one was bullcrap. Bolden didn't even touch the dude. He basically just, missed and whiffed on the arm, whatever. The guy looked like he got held, but he didn't even get held. And it's just I'm tired of it. I mean, illegal contact penalties where the 49ers, touch a receiver, all of a sudden they call illegal contact within seconds. If you're going to call that stuff, if you're going to call illegal contact, call it both ways. At the end of the game, San Francisco had a play with Michael Crabtree going for the pass, and he missed it. On that play, Tim Jennings for the Bears actually hits Crabtree, impedes his route, and he's trying to go the other way still, but he does push him. That's illegal contact. It was all the way down the field. Call it both ways. Call it both freaking ways. And it's getting stupid now. It's getting ridiculous now. 16 penalties. 16 penalties, NFL. I've said it a million times. You gotta stop. You got to be able to challenge the refs. You got to be able to challenge refs now when they call stupid penalties. The Quentin Dial play. He hits Jay Cutler. He hits him with his helmet on his chest or whatever. I mean, if you're diving for the quarterback and you got your head down, I mean, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do now? What is it that the NFL thinks this is? This is football. The quarterback can get hit. I can see if you're going for his knees. I can see if you're trying to deliberately hurt somebody. That's different. But when you're going down, you're trying to tackle a quarterback, and you get a call for a penalty with a hit with a helmet. Then on top of that, Brandon Marshall, first touchdown pass. It was an awesome touchdown catch. He catches it with one hand. I get it. It's awesome. What nobody saw that was the shove before he got the catch. He shoves Jimmy Ward. Jimmy Ward's arms are like this because he gets shoved forward, and Brandon Marshall just turns around and makes a one-handed catch. And it's great, The announcer's, oh, it's an amazing catch. Oh, it's so great. It's so wonderful. Brandon Marshall, oh, you're the best. But, he pushed off. You got to call it. If you're going to call it against the defensive guys and call it against the offensive guys, call it on the Bears. Why did you call on the Niners, but you won't call on the Bears? Martellus Bennett shoves Eric Reed in the end zone. Eric Reed goes stumbling back, and Bennett just makes an easy touchdown catch. How did Reed go stumbling back? Maybe because he got shoved. How, how do you not see it? How do they not call these things? It's ridiculous. That's 2 touchdowns right there taken off the board. Niners would have won. The plays before the half. I mean, so many occasions the Niners had the Bears stopped on 3rd down. So many occasions the flag comes out for illegal contact, and then Bears get a new set of downs. Defense gets tired. Next thing you know, touchdown before the half, and the same thing happens out in the second half. It's ridiculous. It's just flat out ridiculous. I mean, I don't know what else to say. If NFL should be ashamed of themselves. They should be ashamed of themselves. They're ruining games. They didn't just ruin this game because it literally took the momentum away from the 49ers with all the penalties. Every bit of momentum was stopped every time the 3rd down pass and a 3rd down flag was thrown and the Niners got penalized. But it's ruining the NFL. I mean, the NFL is becoming unwatchable because of it. I mean, Percy Harvin got a touchdown today that wasn't a touchdown. There were so many other flags I saw that came out off of illegal touching when they weren't illegal touching. It was just you can't even look at a player anymore. And if you're gonna call it one way, you gotta call it both ways. And the NFL, if you're gonna call that stuff, then do it right and just figure it out. But I still think there should be a challenge flag for refs. If the refs make a bad call, you should be able to challenge a ref's call, look at the replay, let the New York official say, oh my God, that wasn't holding, or that wasn't illegal contact, and dock the ref. Every time the ref does it, dock the ref's pay. Do something. Do something to make it so that these refs stop dictating games. It's ridiculous. 16 penalties is ridiculous. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know, everything you thought about the game and the Niners defense and how they played it, and Cap. Cap was horrible. So I just want to hear what you guys think. Anybody saying 49ers and all the other stuff like that, your comments will just be deleted, so don't even bother. All right? Peace. JT Magnum, I'm out.